Pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Rosel C. Bugay from Iligan Medical Center College, Iligan City, Lanao del Norte. My study is all about the sustainable asset management practices among administrative officers in DepEd Mantikau District. Department of Education continues to make more resources available to schools to support them in enabling students to perform better. In line with DepEd Matatag agenda to take steps to accelerate the delivery of basic education facilities and services, schools should ensure that assets are effectively managed and maintained, and that they create a safe and comfortable learning environment for students, all of which are crucial for delivering quality education. According to the study of Yangambe 2023, the quality of teaching and learning in public schools is directly influenced by the availability and condition of educational resources, such as textbooks, technology, laboratory equipment, and classroom furniture. But many school assets get lost, are missing, or must be repaired because of improper management. Thus, a need to create a sustainable framework to manage and track educational assets effectively. The objectives of this study is to explore the sustainable asset management practices employed by the administrative officers, to identify the challenges they encountered while employing these practices, and to propose a sustainable strategic activity to effectively monitor school assets. Study is primarily anchored on DepEd Order Number 42, Series of 2018, which provides the updated guidelines on the delivery, inspection, acceptance, and recording of DepEd procured assets. DepEd Order Number 41, Series of 2021, which provides the guidelines of the inspection and acceptance protocols for the procurement of goods in the Department of Education. Further, this study is also based on asset management theory, which deals primarily with the periodic matter of improving, maintaining, or other circumstances, assuring the economic and capital value of an asset over a period. Life cycle asset management, which views assets through their entire life cycle, from acquisition to disposal, aiming to maximize the value and manage risk over time. This study utilized a qualitative approach as the research method and a case study designed to explore a deeper understanding of the participants' experiences with sustainable asset management. There were 6 participants in the study, and this was conducted in DepEd Mantikau District, Mantikau, Misamis Oriental. In the data gathering procedure, a letter request was sent to the school's division superintendent of DepEd Division of Misamis Oriental. The letter asks for permission to conduct the study on the different elementary and secondary public schools, focusing on the area of asset management practices. Upon approval from the school's division superintendent, semi-structured interviews commenced with the 6 administrative officers. A voice recorder was used to record the interviews, and all interviews will be fully transcribed verbatim. The qualitative interview collected in this study were analyzed using the thematic analysis of Brown and Clark. Data analysis in this study therefore followed the 6 steps based upon Brown and Clark's approach to thematic analysis: familiarizing the data, generating initial codes, searching for themes, reviewing themes, defining and naming themes, and producing the report. There are 5 themes that emerge from research question 1. What are the asset management practices employed by the administrative officers in DepEd Mantikau District? Namely, utilize digital system, regular inventory reporting, inventory tracking, allocating funds for minor repairs, and tagging new purchases. All the participants are utilizing the digital system in their asset management. It helps them do their work efficiently. According to Laurent, 2024, digital transformation not only improves operational efficiency, but also supports sustainable asset management practices. Participants maintain an up-to-date asset registry, It helps them guarantee that all inventory reports are accurate and updated in real time. This prevents unnecessary purchases as they can assess the asset condition and allocate a budget for predictive maintenance to extend the asset's useful life. Many participants noted that prioritizing mandatory expenses ensure that their limited funds are allocated according to urgency, safety issues, and their impact on student learning to ensure that the most critical needs are addressed first. This helps assets perform efficiently over their life cycle, reducing the need for costly repairs and replacement. In answering research question 2, how do the administrative officer integrate sustainability in their asset management? Four notable themes were identified as the result of the interview, namely updating asset registry regularly, prioritizing mandatory expenses, green procurement, physical inventory, and inspection of assets. In integrating sustainability in asset management, the participants noted that they practice green procurement. Budget Secretary Amina Pangandaman said that green procurement is responsible procurement. Integrating green choices in our public procurement puts us closer to our ultimate goal of ensuring sustainable management and use of natural resources by 2030. Six notable themes were identified in research question 3, namely the lack of training and awareness, limited budget, needs further enhancement, excessive workload, limited personnel, and policy gaps. Many participants expressed their feelings about the challenges they have encountered while employing sustainability practices. To develop a sustainable system capable of effectively monitoring transactions, property custodians must be equipped with the necessary skills. Most of the participants noted that the clustering of administrative officers across multiple schools resulted in difficulty in maintaining a sustainable asset management system in every school, highlighting the lack of balance between workload distribution and available personnel. By addressing these gaps, sustainable practices can be achieved. This research provides new insights into the theory of asset management, indicating that asset tagging is an efficient way to categorize and track assets. Encoding and tagging of new purchases within a specific time frame ensures real-time updates to the asset registry, reducing the risk of mismanaged or loss of assets. In asset management, striking a balance between financial constraints and sustainability objectives can be challenging. However, schools can adopt several strategies to promote sustainability while staying within the budgetary limitations. One of the sustainable strategies is the allocation of repair and maintenance budgets. Inviting a resident auditor of COA to discuss guidelines in the inspection and physical inventory of assets to eliminate any ambiguity or gaps in asset knowledge, and in the long run, establishing standardized policies ensuring alignment with the sustainability objectives at all levels of the organization. This study recommends a sustainable strategic framework emphasizing training, policy enhancement, and workload distribution to overcome challenges. These insights contribute to achieving DepEd's Matatag agenda and advancing the long-term sustainability of educational resources, ultimately supporting the delivery of quality education. Here are my references. The impact of the study revolves around improving sustainable asset management practices among administrative officers in DepEd Mantikau District. Here are the key impacts. Enhance asset management efficiency, promote sustainability in asset management, addresses challenges in asset management, influences policy and training development, cost reduction and resource optimization, and supports DepEd vision and mission. Sustainability is no longer about doing less harm. It's about doing more good. Administrative officers are not just focused on minimizing the negative impact of mismanaged assets, but are actively striving to improve the long-term value and efficiency of educational resources. By adopting practices such as regular inventory updates, efficient resource utilization, and timely repairs, DepEd is taking steps toward not only preserving assets but enhancing their usefulness and longevity. This approach ensures that the resources invested today continue to benefit future generations of students, thus contributing to a more sustainable and impactful educational system. That's all. Thank you.